To update Azure SQL Virtual Network integration, you need to follow a series of steps that ensure a seamless and secure connection between your Azure SQL database and virtual network. First, you should understand the key concepts involved, including Azure SQL, virtual networks, and service endpoints. Azure SQL is a cloud-based database service that allows you to create, manage, and scale databases in the cloud. Virtual networks, on the other hand, are isolated networks that you can use to manage and secure your Azure resources. Service endpoints provide a secure and direct connection between your virtual network and Azure SQL. To update Azure SQL Virtual Network integration, start by logging in to the Azure portal and navigating to your Azure SQL database. Next, click on the Firewalls and Virtual Networks option under the Security heading. Then, select the Yes option to allow access to Azure services and click on the Add Existing Virtual Network option. You will then need to select your subscription, virtual network, and subnet. After selecting your virtual network, click on the OK button to save your changes. It may take a few minutes for the changes to take effect. Best practices for updating Azure SQL Virtual Network integration include ensuring that your virtual network and subnet are correctly configured, using service endpoints to secure your connection, and regularly reviewing and updating your security settings. You should also ensure that your Azure SQL database and virtual network are in the same region to minimize latency and improve performance. In addition, you should use Azure Active Directory authentication to securely manage access to your Azure SQL database. This involves creating an Azure Active Directory administrator for your database and using Azure Active Directory credentials to connect to your database. By following these steps and best practices, you can update Azure SQL Virtual Network integration and ensure a secure and reliable connection between your Azure SQL database and virtual network. This will help to protect your data and prevent unauthorized access to your database. Regularly reviewing and updating your security settings will also help to ensure that your database remains secure and compliant with regulatory requirements.